Howdy everybody. I was just finishing up cleaning the goat barn out and realized that I never showed you I got the doors on. So let me show you that now. Got all three doors mounted. Just moved the medical supplies and their feed and shavings in here. This is that divider wall I was talking about. It also has a built-in feed trough there, so I can put the grain down in here and it goes under the wall and into the other side for the goats to eat out of. And we'll go over there and take a look at that. Here it is. So shadows are kind of bad, but there's a little trough there. And that's their minerals. I just kind of have it hanging up. A little better view of the divider wall. I need to refill their hay feeder, but like I said, I just got done cleaning this out, doing morning chores, and yeah, pretty basic. The boards, the siding boards have definitely shrunk quite a bit since I put them up. You can see all the air gaps there, which I'm not too concerned about. I still have to put the battens on, but that should be relatively easy to do. I kind of like the small gaps. It helps a lot with ventilation. We get a lot of heat down here, so it helps with airflow and drying things out. I realized this morning as I was cleaning this out that I screwed up on the latches on that door. I'm gonna have to fix it. I just use these gate latches, and the idea was I could open the top without opening the bottom, but I put this on backwards, so I can't open the top. So I gotta flip that around, and I might mess with that a little bit different. But this side over here, I ended up doing both latches independent. Oh, let me move this. Let me move the wheelbarrow here. And that way you can close either or. A lot of times when I come down in the morning, I just open the top one and peek in and see how they're doing. But I typically leave this big door open throughout the day so they can go in and get in the shade if they need to and eat any grain or any of the hay they want. But yeah, so, and then this, the door to the feed area, it's just a solid door. And I didn't have any of those gate latches, so I ended up using just a hook and an eye in order to get that in there. But I'm going to switch it back over to the gate style latch. So Gavin likes playing in there. He has a bunch of fun, don't ya? Yeah, I know. You gonna get out? I'm gonna shut the door and lock it up. Oh yeah. All right, good idea. Don't lock me in. I won't lock you in there. So now the goats have their own barn. It's not done yet, but it's definitely closer. The chickens still have their area in the chicken coop. We got a couple that wanted to hang out in there today, and then this is where the goats used to be, in this one in here. I just cleaned it out this morning. I hadn't cleaned it out since they were in there, so it's got to dry out quite a bit. But this will be where we put our meat chickens when we get them in the mail in about a month or so. So yeah, sorry I haven't posted any updates for a little bit. I forgot to make any footage of the doors when I made them, but I do have to make a couple doors for underneath the house over there, into the crawl space, and I'm going to do the same style, so I'll video that and show you guys kind of how I did it. But yeah, again, super cool that we kind of do all this with trees from our own property and on the sawmill. Makes it, I don't know, a fun kind of unique thing. Not a whole lot of people do it anymore. So I don't know if this shows up on camera, but this is one of my favorite things to kind of watch in the mornings, is all of the bees flying. Oh yeah, it kind of does show up a little bit. You can see them streaking across there. But heading out and heading back in from their morning morning foraging, I guess is what you call it. We did have a spider. I can't really see him, but set up a web and got a couple of the bees, which can't really blame the spider. It's just doing its thing. But yeah, bees are doing well, I think. This hive over here definitely has more bees in it, I believe. Either that or just this little bit of extra space we have on this hive makes a big difference, because this one here is always got bees on the front of it. I don't know if it's just too hot in there or what the deal is. I can give you a little bit of an update on the garden up here. Yeah, so this got all overgrown when I was up in Alaska, and I've spent quite a few days weed eating and doing it in stages, because it was over my head, the weeds were, and took it down with the blade and then hit it a couple times with the string trimmer. But this is what we've got as the end result. I cut it down really low, basically down to the dirt. I did leave this, I believe it's a pumpkin plant, I'm not 100% sure. We had a small pumpkin plant growing earlier in the season, and it produced a whole bunch of those little tiny decorative pumpkins, and we harvested a couple of those and fed them to the animals, and they seemed to like them all right. But yeah, so I figured I'd leave that there, and I didn't chop it down. I have hopes of getting a wintertime garden in, but I still haven't got any of my seed or starts or anything, so I don't know if that will actually happen this year or not, but I'm gonna at least be hopeful that it will. If not, that grass that I cut down will be a good kind of erosion control buffer on there. And then our blueberries, I just saw them. I had a weed eater around there. We have 2 blueberry plants here that are super small, but they were all overgrown with weeds too, and I weed whacked down. I don't know if you can, that's a blueberry bush, and that's a blueberry bush. But I've got to finish weeding that, and I think I'm gonna put some landscape fabric down like we did up in the flower bed, and that really helps. My last project that I feel is up and coming is replacing the deck and the front deck as well. They're both kind of starting to rot a little bit. The railing fell off a couple weeks ago and haven't got around to replacing it, but we are going to be working on that. The weather's cooling off, so I can run the sawmill a lot more and hopefully be able to knock out some projects. Well, thank you for watching the video. I really do appreciate it. Sticking in there, listening to me just kind of talk about what we got going on for a few minutes. And I will hopefully have some better footage of me building some doors in the next video. I believe that's on my plan for today. We'll see how it goes. So thank you again, and have a great day.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. You're supposed to say thank you.
Thank you.